Hey guys, really quick video of a card I just got done. Um, it's Thanksgiving and we are going to my aunt and uncle's. Um, I usually don't go to family gatherings because I don't know, not my thing, but it's just supposed to be my aunt and uncle, maybe a cousin, so won't be the entire family. Anyways, my uncle was born on Thanksgiving. Well, depending which day, but when he was born, it was Thanksgiving. So my mom wanted a card with frogs on it. So this is the one that I created for her. And this doesn't stamp out too good, but I'm in a lot of pain right now from sleeping so much. It really messes up my back, and so honestly, I don't care to do it again, but it says we may not be tadpoles anymore, but at least we haven't croaked. And these were a couple Stampin' Up! Stamp sets that I had. And then the papers that I used for the mats were from Basic Gray. The fact stack. So, and then I just put Happy Birthday on the inside. So that's my card, and I'm sure I will be attaching it to another video. Bye. Hey, so I've got some ornaments finished, and this is pretty much what I've been working on since I got done with the Christmas cards. And I basically made spiders till I ran out of gold wire. So I'm actually quite relieved to run out of gold wire because my arm and hand have just been really horrible. I probably have carpal tunnel or something going on because I just, it goes numb very easily, very quickly, and every third bead I'd have to stop and flex my hand till the numbness went away, and I finally vacuumed up all the seed beads and bugles that were on my floor. It felt like I was walking on cat litter for days, but it was just beads, and I have to keep vacuuming because there's just beads embedded in my carpet. But anyways, the first two spiders that I got done, I used the two ceramic beads that I bought from Shipwreck to do spiders for Bonnie. And Bonnie, you can obviously pick whatever spiders that you want. You're not confined to these two. But I did tell you I wanted to make you some spiders. So here's the first one. And it's got that really cool ceramic bead on there. So, and then these stupid little bicone plastic beads. I don't know why I didn't think of this before, because the way I store my junk jewelry beads, it works great for the most part, except when I'm doing spiders and I need to have 8 matching small knee joint beads, and it's hard to find them because I have all one color no matter what size shape in one section of the container, so it's hard to find small beads, let alone finding 8 matching small beads. But I've got this huge lot of these cheapy tacky beads from a Craigslist buy that I did. That was somebody's craft where they made those safety pin beaded little animals and just weird stuff, hats, which isn't the craft of my choice. I'm not attracted to it at all. But I obviously can't throw that away. I'll use it one day. But, that the little bicones actually worked out really well for these spiders. And then here's the second one. See if I can get close up of this. So there it is. Suppose I should be all. And some of the spider's legs are longer than others. It just depended on the length of the bugle that I ended up using and the size of the seed bead. Seed beads do vary in size. I'm not sure if E-beads do or not. Like these are E-beads. I rarely use them except for filler beads when I need to stick beads inside of another bead because the hole's too big. But I don't really use E-beads too much. So yeah, I've just been cranking out spiders, going to the doctors a lot. Turns out, you know, I've got a slew of things wrong with me. I'm going in soon to have an ultrasound done. Because to see if I have a uterus and ovaries, because everything they're trying, my body is refusing to do that monthly womanly thing. So they're suspecting that I don't have a uterus. So I have to go in to have an ultrasound to see if I do or not. This spider, I wasn't happy with this chunky bead cap on the head. I should have changed it, but I left it because I didn't have a lot of like bronzy, coppery bead caps. And I wanted the copper bronze because of this watercolor bead that I got at Shipwreck. But, no, it's not bad. So yeah, gonna have the ultrasound and, I had x-rays done on my back, which I got this big faceted glass bead from my mother. And I was using this, where is it? Duco cement. My mother had it, I don't know where she got it. Instead of this E6000 because I have to squeeze the glue out from the side in a hole that it created. You know, this is so frustrating. Anyways, the E6000. So tried the Duco cement, and it seems to be working really well, but it dripped down because I usually let my spiders dry upside down, and I don't always use a glue on the bottom. It's only if the legs are wiggly because it's hard to get a really tight twist when you're twisting the legs on. And so the glue ripped the paint off this glass pearl, so I'm not sure how I'm gonna fix that. And I can't just turn the head around because the glue's glued it in place, so. So yeah, I had an x-ray of my back because we're trying to figure out what is causing my headaches and migraines and the leg flare-ups that leave me bedbound for a long time when they do flare up. And she had given me this medication that's supposed to prevent headaches, which did absolutely nothing. I knew it wouldn't. So I told her, you know, I finally told her because, you know, I trust where she leads me, but I was more interested in finding the cause of my symptoms rather than treating my symptoms, if that made sense. So she's okay with that, and she's on board with what direction I want to go in, but because of insurance, she has to do the x-ray before she can do an MRI. So, you know, depending on what comes back on the x-ray will determine if whether or not I'll be having an MRI of the brain. So I'm kind of anxious to, hear results of that, because, it's something I've dealt with my entire life, that I've had to suffer through my entire life. So, just getting that acknowledgement that something is wrong, I think is what I crave the most, because I've been brushed off my entire life about my leg problems and my headaches, and this is a filigree ball that I got at Shipwreck. I got the watercolor ball at Shipwreck too. I really like how this one turned out. And then I've been having an angina, which I really hate that word because it sounds like vagina. But I've been having angina on my left side for a good long while now. Just seemed like the least of my problems, and I always forgot to bring it up at the doctor's when I've been going lately. So I did tell her last time I was there a couple days ago. So I really love this bead. It's like a plastic bead. It's been wrapped with bugles. It's a Jesse James bead that my mother let me have. I love black and gold. I think it's a great combination. So I had an EKG done, and apparently I have an irregular heartbeat. So I have to go back in a few days to have the treadmill test done, where it's basically, you just walk on a treadmill for... My mom said she watched her dad do it because her dad had to do it many years ago. A few decades ago. So you basically just walk on a treadmill and then see how the heart responds, when your heartbeat rises. You know what I mean. Okay, so here's another one. I got this fabric covered ball from Shipwreck. I use a lot of these silver balls because I have tons in my black and metallics section in my bead container, and they're really easy to find, so I use a lot of these metallic balls for knee joints on the silver ones. And I don't have any large silver bead caps, so I finally succumbed to using small bead caps. And I don't think it looks bad. I just like the look of larger bead caps. And then I'll probably be having an echocardiogram also on my heart. So I'm a little bit nervous about that. Just like, how much more can we pile on, So this bead came from Leslie. And this is what I'll be tying on all of them, is this baby tube cord. And you can't really tell, but this is like a really light green. But it kind of looks like white when they're not all bunched together. But I figured there was white on the bead, so on the fabric. So yeah, we'll see how everything turns out. So this one has really long legs, which I really don't mind. Tons of spider species have exorbitantly long legs. So, you know, these bugle beads were just a little bit larger than normal, and also the seed beads were a little bit larger than I normally use. So, and once again, this, well, this pearl, and the fabric bead came from Leslie. What else? Yeah, so I'm a little bit nervous, but life goes on, right? I'm hoping that whatever is wrong with my heart, if something's wrong with my heart, that, you know, we've caught it in time. You know, we've caught it at a early enough stage. So this is my, I'm not disappointed with the colors. I'm disappointed with how it ended up turning out, because I was using scrap wire for the silver, because I have a lot of scrap wire and silver from my gem trees, and, you know, I saved the scrap wire. And I had done the first 4 legs on one side with no problem. And then when I went over to the other side, this front leg, I had to shorten the seed beads by 3. So you've only got 1 seed bead on the end instead of 2. And then there's no seed beads at the very bottom, which there should be 2 seed beads at the bottom. So this right front is a little bit shorter than the left. And excuse me. I was just taking off one of the blood pressure medications, because apparently it wasn't my cold that I had that was causing my bad coughing. It was that type of blood pressure medication. That's one of the side effects it can have. But I wasn't able to make a nice loop at the end, which I like. And the same thing happened on this next leg down, where I just had to fold the wire down on itself. I couldn't make a loop, so this was another bead that I got at Shipwreck. I think this one turned out really cute, and I've got a lot more of these like twiny balls. And I don't know if it's like yellow jade or red adventurine or whatever, but I've got these like 3mm balls in one of my bead containers. So I think that one turned out really cute. And there's this one, really long legs, because the bugles were kind of big, but my mom had bought these gunmetal bugles, and I wanted to use those because of this gunmetal filigree ball up top. And then I had a, you know, I think I showed you one near the beginning. I had a couple of these really cool ball chain beads. So, and then there's this one. It's like a string covered ball. Pearl came from Leslie. Got wooden beads for the knee joints, and this one I had a little bit of trouble with because some of these wooden beads, the holes were just big enough to slide over the seed beads. So I ended up having to shove stick 6 seed beads in a row, because one wooden bead would cover 2 of them. So, and then I'd put a little dab of glue and wait for it to dry. And then this one I did, these are Seahawks colors, which is our state's football team. I could really care less. But my mom's friend is like a uber Seahawks fan, and although I don't particularly care for my mom's friend, I think she's highly obnoxious. She always gives me something for Christmas, so it's like that guilt gift. I feel like I have to give her something. So, I made her a Seahawks colored spider, and this is a Jesse James bead I got from my mom, and then this was a ceramic bead I got from my mom. I didn't really have any good Seahawks colors. I had more Christmassy green beads than I did like this limey green. I don't know. So and then here is, this one is one that has really long legs also. We've got this species of spider up here. I call it the shriveled caper spider because it literally looked like a caper that's all shriveled up. You know, it's like the size of an E-bead. Just one E-bead, one big E-bead, and then its legs are like so long it's ridiculous, and their legs actually curve up like that. So they're walking on this part. I don't know how those things walk, but they're always on the front door. They like to hide or sit on the front door, and it doesn't look like they're a web-making spider because they're always just sitting on the front door. But yeah, this was a painted bead I got from Shipwreck. I really need to find more butt beads for spiders because, you know, I'm kind of running low on butt beads. It's hard to find good sized pretty beads. You know, they were pretty long red bugles, so that's why the legs ended up coming up really red. I was going to make Bonnie a spider with this really cool Millefiori bead. I mean, it's huge. It's like 30 millimeters, which we have for sale in our store. This was the roundest one I could find out of the lot, but I didn't have a pin that was long enough, so unfortunately I couldn't use it. And then here's the last one. I really love this one. I love green and gold together. I love red and gold. I love black and gold. So, and then this big glass bead I got from my mom. So yeah, that would be all the spiders. I counted 17. And I actually did time myself. And on a good day, when I didn't have to stop every third bead to let my hand stop tingling and, I could get a spider done in about 35 minutes. But if I was having a lot of problems with my hand and my arm, then it took over an hour to do each spider. So some are 35-minute spiders, some are hour spiders, but that's basically what I've been working on for a while. And not sure what I'll do next. I did run an idea by my mom, and she loves the idea, so I'm really excited about this. When we do have our own home, again, I want to get like a 4-foot Christmas tree, and then just dangle gold, like metallic thread all over the tree, and then just cover it in spiders, and just have a spider tree. And I think that would be so awesome. I don't remember how many trees we have, in all honesty. Because you know that old saying, if you run out of room on your tree, get another tree. Well, I believe that's an old saying that everybody knows and loves, right? So So, you know, we've got quite a few trees. We have a special birthday tree for my mom because she was born on Christmas. So it's like that special thing to try and separate the two holidays. But yeah. Who knows when we'll actually have our own home, but something to daydream about, you know. But, okay, I'll let you go. I've already run this long enough, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.